do damage to air units. That's really can only be like, if you put anti-air in your divisions. It's like kind of the only way. It's really hard to see your stream for some reason, like the actual. Oh no, okay, yeah, your stream's back up. I can see your screen. I can follow actually.
Hey, new follower. Hell yeah.
Me.
Thanks, bro.
Defense is what you think it is. It's kind of like stopping you from taking damage. Breakthrough. Oh god, breakthrough is. How do I put this? You know how you lose organization when you move or attack something? This is like the opposite.
So it's basically like if you attack me and I'm attacking you, like how many of those counteroffensives I can resist before I keep pushing forward?
Kind of. But the best way to put it is like you take less
Organization damage?
Well, so it is the offense of the defense. So if someone is attacking you, it's how much you're doing. It's kind of how much you're doing back to them. So it's super important for.
Okay.
Well, actually, sorry. I think it's the other way around. It's if you're attacking someone, it's how much. No, yeah, I'm sorry. I got it backwards. If you're attacking someone else, it's how much they're doing back to you. So breakthrough is really strong on tank units, for example.
Yeah.
Because you want to take less damage on your attacking units the most. So breakthrough is the defense of offense and should be optimized when you have armor.
Got it.
Armor and piercing are opposites, but it makes sense. If you can't pierce armor, you can't do damage. It imparts
like infantry units are going to be ass at armor.
They're going to have none,
yeah.
And piercing is like your units have 4 total piercing. So like let's say, like I think trucks might have like 1 or 2 armor or something, like something small. Your infantry units can actually pierce trucks because they can shoot.
Yeah.
But they do have some armor and you can pierce through. So it's just kind of obviously for so there's not just defense, there's also just armor. And if you can't pierce, you really you're not doing anything with these units. We're gonna actually go back to one. You see speed. Well, go back to where you were. No, you're fine. You see where it says speed in the top left?
Yes.
So speed is a very good reason why you kind of want all your units to be either similar or the same. So for example, the max speed of an infantry division is 4 kilometers per hour. If you were to add a tank in there, your tank may be able to go 8, but because it's mixed with infantry, it will only go as fast as the slowest moving division.
Right.
So any infantry will make your division go 4 kilometers an hour, which is why if you want to add HP, for example, to a tank division, instead of adding infantry, you add trucks. I think they're called motorized.
Yep.
Yeah, motorized. Or mechanized, which is like armored trucks, basically. But something you have to produce. So that kind of lets you have like movable, but still have HP or I've already kind of gone over the equipment costs. Fuel capacity is actually kind of interesting. Fuel capacity is how much your units can carry fuel outside of their resupply. So they can just go and go and go if you've just got fuel tanks strapped to the outside of your tanks. Obviously, at some point they're going to be encircled and destroyed, so you don't want to necessarily do that. But like, if you're far away from like lines, you can actually use your fuel capacity inside your division to keep pushing.
Okay.
But I kind of notice how horrible this division is for
Yeah.
a lot of different reasons. Its max speed is probably the cavalry. I would bet cavalry is the 6-3. Um, and there's really no reason to have like 2 trucks. Like, there's a bunch of weird stuff about it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go over something called combat width, and I know this just feels like another like complex thing. You kind of don't have to worry about combat width, but you need to understand how it works. If these units, usually each division is like 2, so like an infantry division you add costs 2 combat width usually. There's certain things where that's not true, like artillery, for example, is 3, I think. And there's some things that are 1, but generally speaking, like infantry and motorized and tanks, they add 2 combat width per edition. What that means is how many units can actually physically fight in a tile before they are just reserve and will be cycled in if another unit needs to retreat.
Got it.
Or whatever. So if you click on a mountain province, that'll be a good example of how combat works. You see where it says mountain on the left, in the bottom left?
Yeah.
You should be able to hover over the mountains and it should tell you a combat. This is 50 and then additional slots 25. So if you want to fight mountains, for example, you want to be in multiples of 25. Because let's say your unit has 20, or let's say it's like a 28 or something. Then like 3 of those divisional points are over the maximum, and they're not being used efficiently, is the best way to put it.
Okay.
You can cram any amount of units, any amount of tiles, as long as you have the supply. It will work, it will just be less efficient.
Got it.
So, like, for example, this would be relevant if you were fighting a place like, maybe if you were like fighting in like China or something. You're like, I want to make a unit that specifically fits in mountains. I'm going to make a 25 division unit, and whenever I see mountains, I'm going to use this unit to attack. That's one way to play the game. That's a little too much micro for me.
Yeah.
I usually just make like generally okay units that will kind of work in everything.
Okay.
So, I think click on your like main division. I forget what they start as, but most people do like a solid block of 3x3. You're not going to be able to mess with it yet because again, remember you don't have any XP. But like most people, like a solid block of 3, and I think that adds up to 18 combat width. Multiples of 20 is pretty solid, but 18 is good enough. It makes a lot of sense for a lot of different reasons. It fits into plains tiles, it'll fit into cities, it'll fit into a lot of different stuff. So a lot of people like these 3x3 blocks. And of course, how you do that would be like pressing that plus button and then adding 3 more. Support divisions on the left side never add combat. They are usually extremely valuable, but also very costly. Usually like infantry units that are just holding a front line. I might have 3 support companies. I always have artillery. I might have engineers. And then sometimes I have anti-air. Stuff like that. For stuff like tanks, there might be something called like a logistics company, where it'll decrease the amount of logistics used by that division. That's super important for tanks because they're so logistics heavy. So they might fill out their support companies because the division itself is so important. Like you kind of want to focus your support companies on these like bigger, more important divisions. Another example would be like, let's say you're playing a smaller nation and can't build tanks. You make a really big attacking infantry division with a ton of stats. So maybe like 36 width, not even like 18. You make a huge block. In that case, you might add support equipment to those divisions, like a lot of support equipment. Attacking division, that specifically though, that shovel, the entrenchment, that's specifically good for holding lines. If your unit sits on a line, it will entrench up to a certain amount based on their entrenchment level.
Okay.
Adding more entrenchment. So you see the combat stat entrenchment?
Yeah.
You can go up to 3.2, and it could be increased with, well, actually it can't be because you have that entrenchment tool, but that's what's increasing.
Got it.
So that's really strong for defending. But obviously, really attacking it. Let's see. I think that's kind of everything. There's a spy agency, we don't really have that yet. I'll tell you how it works. It's also almost 12. So we set up the game.
Yeah.
And that's about as far as. We can play a little bit. See what happens. I would say just like when it comes, don't be afraid to pause. If something pops up on your screen, I pause every time.
Okay.
I pause like just when anything happens, just so I can read it and figure out if I can. There's gonna be like random lore, like, oh, World War II starts. There's a newspaper article about it. You can obviously skip that, but like, I got a new research. I might stop and just
Totally. No, I read everything in every game.
Yeah.
Okay, so should I hit the play?
Before you hit play, make sure your attacking orders are already started. So click those green buttons at the bottom for your generals.
Yep.
And just have them going, and then when you click play, they'll go ahead and start going. Keep it on like 1 or 2 speed. 1 speed's kind of nothing. Click 1 more. And I think spacebar pauses as well if you ever need to like pause and unpause quickly. Oh shit! Pause. I forgot something. So, turn off day-night cycle. It's infuriating. Bottom right. No, it's not a game option. It's in that mode. Bottom right of your screen. That's much better.
Okay.
Okay, so now you guys are like moving, doing stuff.
So we're getting in full-on battles.
Yeah, so there's, pause real quick just so you can kind of look at something. Click on those green bubbles. You can actually see what's happening in the map. So a couple things to think about. One, if you attack from multiple directions, you can fit more units into a tile. So remember that combat width? You remember when it said an additional 25 can fit in? That's because you're attacking from multiple directions.
Got it.
The more directions, the better. Also, over rivers can give you penalties. Over a strait, over into mountains is a penalty. Pretty much everything.
Any terrain changes.
Yeah, like plains are no penalty. It's just like grass. So you can unpause, but I mean, basically, what's happening is a dice roll. Roll dice. Oh, I'm going to pick this tactic, and this tactic matches up against the enemy tactic. If the enemy tactic is countered by your tactic, you do more damage. If it's the other way, then you do less.
Got it.
So it still kind of has that like Crusader thing.
Risk.
Yeah, but generally speaking, like there's no like you can't exactly math anything. But generally speaking, like, if you have better stats, you're gonna win. If you're attacking the right way, you're gonna win. If you're gonna, if you have air support, you're gonna win. That's a good point. We forgot about your air support because we haven't taken all the run.
Should I check on them?
Yeah, click. Just pause for a minute. See if everybody's in. I think they are. So what we're gonna want to to do is consolidate. You see that button where it's two arrows converging together?
Yep.
Merge it. Basically, it's just like if there's like one with 20 planes, it merges the one with 80 planes. It makes 100 planes. Airwings are always in multiples of 100. They try to fill up to 100. Airports have sizes. If you go over the airport limit, your mission efficiency tanks.
Okay.
You can always build an airport where our airport already exists, and that increases the level of the airport. And I think it's by multiples of 200. So you get 200 extra points of rotation. Build additional airports.
Okay.
So now, fighter fighters. They're fighters.
I only have one. It's this.
Or you just scroll on. You have to make something.
Oh.
But that might be all. Oh, that is all the Okay, so, I mean, really, since there's no enemy air, you can really send whatever you can fit in an airport, and you don't need fighters. So just kind of take all the bombers and stuff from an airport, and then
And send them all to an airport down here.
yeah, because they need to be in range. So that's not your territory, but like there's one in the south. There should be one in the north. Yeah, there's an airport up there. No, not north like that. North like North Ethiopia, like where the fight is happening.
Oh.
Well, how big is that airport?
Yeah, it can fit.
Okay, you may as well, just for now, right click or something. You gotta right click on the airport itself. On the block.
Oh.
Plane. No, the plane. Yeah. Okay, so now they're gonna take some time to go over there. You can even in transit go ahead and set your mission actually. Well, you right click on it. Just wait for it.
Okay, I mean, I can go back.
No, I know, but it's gonna be too hard to sift which ones are actually moving. I would just wait.
Okay. So this is my main concern, this guy, right?
Red bubbles are bad, yes. Like, it means you're not winning the fight. But, like, at the end of the day, sometimes you're losing a fight on purpose. And that, like, you're pinning a unit. You might not win against the unit, but your other units might pass the unit.
Lose the battle to win the war.
Yeah. So sometimes you take bad battles just to go around. And that's kind of what's happening. And that's also why your generals are doing that. Your generals are automatically deciding which battles.
Okay, so the generals are intelligent, like they can navigate the battlefield.
They will navigate the battlefield based on your orders, but they will make their own decisions like, oh, I'm going to double attack this one tile, or oh, I'm going to like wait and not attack yet because I'm getting organization back, or like stuff like that. Now, if you select a unit and click in, it will just do that. You can control your units directly whenever you want to, if you want to make a specific thing happen. But just know that and your generals are not always right. Sometimes they do dumb shit like stop when they should be going, or go and they just like take losing battles instead of going around where planes actually are. So you do sometimes definitely want to micro and literally clicking and targeting stuff. But this is fine.
Okay, so I got my bombers now.
Okay, so give me a little pause. So I think as long as they can all do close air support, I would just do close air support. What that's going to do is cause damage to the divisions, and that will help you win battles. So that's the one thing, like a target with a tank over it.
Yep.
And they all have that mission type. So you also have to select the zone. So you select it. So you see how there's like, if you scroll out just a little bit, you see how there's like these like bordered zones and you have names over them?
Yeah.
Those are air zones. You can only have a wing do one thing in one zone. So
Probably this one, huh?
yeah, correct, because that's where you're fighting. Just so you know, when it's on like a border or something, it's where you're attacking the enemy.
Got it.
Or where someone is attacking the enemy, so it's the next tile.
Do I want to group these guys or no? Well, just as I have ungrouped air wings.
Oh, those? I don't even. I guess you could technically put them in like a fear. Like lines. I don't know.
So this red highlight down at the bottom.
That probably means. Wait, red highlight where?
This, like, my general at the bottom, it's saying that the plan is to our disadvantage.
Oh, he probably thinks like attacking there is a bad idea. Like it's too hard to attack there. He might be right.
Should I just let it roll or what?
Yeah, or you could try to fix it. Like for example, maybe you want to ship more units over there. Like you could like find some units in Italy and assign them to that line. Now you don't want to overdo it because then you'll have too much supply weight. But like
I could bring troops down.
Maybe like 2 infantry divisions just to, and maybe some mountaineers for the north because there's so many mountains up there. So maybe you see the ones with the mountains, like shift left click a couple of the mountain ones. And assign them to the north.
Assign them to these guys.
Yeah. So you like shift left click. No, sorry, control click the line and then control auto move. That's fine. Actually, is for some reason I don't think it. Go back to those units that you were clicking on. Just find a couple of shift.
There we go.
Yeah, see how it came from that
Yes.
So the orders, if you put them into an order, they go to the
Got it. Or do I not want to bring them south to help these guys out? But I should just take 2 other, like, infantry units. I just took from Palermo. Should I take from somewhere else?
No, you didn't. You took from an army that was just all across. Those guys aren't.
Okay.
All those units are not in Palermo. The ones on your screen. That's just in that whole army.
Got it.
Sectioned off.
Okay, I'm gonna send 3 units down here.
That's fine. Control.
Okay.
I think. So once you unpause, you'll start seeing lines where your units will start moving to a port to then deploy on that one. I think you might have to.
Troops have stalled in the war against Abyssinia and have been pushed back to the Christmas offensive as Mussolini privately raiding the military high ground for the Nazis.
So this is like, do you want more bonuses that gets the war quicker? And that's kind of like the Mussolini way of doing something. Or do you want like the longer drawn out one that's not as big? Yes. I think I would go with like quick. Like just try to get bonuses.
Any means necessary?
So it's you're gonna have to win the war quicker, but honestly it's equal. You're gonna win the war.
Yeah.
You're not gonna lose. One thing that I did see though, pause. One thing that you need to keep an eye on, you see next to your factory count and your fuel count, there's like a 12% supplies.
Yeah.
Hover over that. So it says it's because you need. Okay. So remember when we increased the motivation battery? It's asking for $1,200 and you can have it on it. So you might have to throw that motivation battery down. Or you might actually have to.
So where do I do that?
So back on that field marshal is where we got it last time. So click on the field marshal and adjust the mobilization priority, which is like put it back down to force. And then
Okay.
when you unpause, that 12% will go back to normal. Basically what that's saying is like we don't have the ability to ship all your supplies where you're asking us to ship based on your motorization priority.
So this is my troops moving right now?
Yep. If there were, for example, Ethiopian warships there, they could sink your transports. So, like, you want to have control of the places that you ship your units through. Obviously, Ethiopia does not have a navy, so you don't care. But, like, you wouldn't want to ship Italian troops to Japan. You know, the British would take you out. So notice in these battles, there's two lines under your units. The top line is that organization line, and the bottom line is equipment. The equipment is like literally a gun or an artillery piece. They get used up when you fight because, like, you know, you lose guns, you break them, they just get lost, wear and tear just from fighting. So you can destroy units by either taking their organization and pushing it back, but you can also destroy units by the enemy not having enough production to keep up with the amount you're destroying physically, literally, with their equipment on the ground. So that's something to think about. Like, Ethiopia does not have a lot of production capacity. They don't have enough guns to supply their units, and that's why despite they have like probably more units just like on the field defending against you, they're not nearly as effective as your units. Any progress in the north? I think you've taken a couple tiles.
Yes. The south is where I'm struggling.
Yeah, I mean, really, I didn't think it was necessary to be an Axis war, but like, what I would do on day one usually is like, I'm gonna have all my guns. I'm gonna have tanks in the south. I'm gonna have like I'm gonna pre-set up all my units, just because like they're already there. It's just easier just to like, kind of show you how it all works this way.
Yeah.
But like generally speaking, I would. Bonuses to just having planes in the sky, even if they're not doing anything. Your superiority allows your units to attack better. You can kind of think of it as like reconnaissance. Like, you've got planes in the sky that are going to be able to tell the what the situation is like. Technically, there's also that's pretty good. Still 3 minutes there, but they're not actually.
Which ones?
Remember how you had 3 divisions sitting on the border of a different country?
Yeah.
They're not there anymore.
It says I have 3 right here.
Yeah, they're clearly not actually on there. So I think what probably happened is you accidentally selected them and then you literally which is fine. I wouldn't worry about it. Once that attack is done, they'll go back to the border.
Okay.
But just be wary of accidentally doing that. That's probably what happened. So you see how 94, the bubble's 94. Once it hits 100, you win the battle. And you win the turn. I mean, you could put your name in there. Most people
Okay, that's F3 or F2.
I would try to select all of your ships and just put them in Rome for now. When you actually have an able conflict, you'll have to. Oh, because I don't know the tip.
Should I move them into the theater or no?
No, I would. Well, you're eventually going to kind of merge them together like that. But you can put them all in Rome for now.
Should I make an army? Like, should I consolidate them all under?
Not right now, don't worry about that. Just, you see all of them on the right side, so you're going to both like that.
Yeah.
You left click all of them, or I guess like control left click all of them. Or not, shift left. That'll let you move all of them at the same time. Just for now, move them all to Rome. The first, the anchor isn't. The anchor is all of them. The other ones are more like subunits. Try to just click on subunits. The names are weird. Click the yellow line. Blue subunits.
Okay.
They don't really.
Did that work?
No, like, yeah, those.
Oh, okay.
Shift left click. And send them to,
Okay.
and then just wait for them to get more. Also notice that your oil's going down. Running a navy is extremely difficult.
Yeah,
It's fine, but just know.
yeah, it's going up, so they must have all reached their destination.
Yeah, some of them started to reach. Getting going and going. As the other units started moving back as the battle went over, I think that's what happened. Just to kind of see.
Oh wait, my first project is done.
Focus. Every time you have a focus, just pause because like you have a certain amount of bank of days. I think it's 10 days. So you don't lose days as long as you don't spend more than 10 on focus. They'll get applied, but just like whenever you get a new focus, pause. So remember, you want to focus on
Economy.
civilian factories, economy, stuff like that. But check and see if the war focuses on kind of how military factories and whatnot and civilian factories. Infrastructure's fine.
Steel industry? Or power plants? Steel industry adds 2 building slots, 2 civilian factories, and steel power plants as 1 building slot, 1 civilian factory, and 5% increased civilian factory construction speed.
The other one increases military factory construction speed. That's the trade-off.
Yeah.
It'll be up to you.
I'll do steel industry. Okay.
That's probably the right choice.
My political party is getting more popular.
Yeah.
Okay. The Sultanate of Asa. He was neutral despite being formerly part of the empire. In fact, the only reason it sold most of his powers due to the Italian goodwill. The country may have sold its coastline in Italy, but it's still an obstacle to our conquest. The capture of Tigray moved.
They're probably going to submit.
I'm going to send an ultimatum.
You should. They probably will say yes. Now, when they submit, your units will have. Just think about it. Ethiopia is not garrisoning the border with this country because it's a friendly country. If they give you their territory, rush in those units that are on the border as quickly as you can, and you get like a ton for free.
He submitted to my demands.
Okay, so once it actually flips, so you might have to like pause. So now, remember those units you had waiting?
Yeah.
You can kind of now put them on that new front line. Or you can extend the front line in half, which is actually probably better. So you see the big yellow line?
This?
Find no, the one in the border, the front line.
This?
Yes. So find the general that's attached to. And click on that general.
Yeah.
So if you want to edit that one, the same place that you drew it, click on it.
Yeah.
And at the very ends of the board, you can drag. So you drag from the right side because you gain territory on the right side. I think it's right side.
Like that.
I think you just go back to
Comandi.
you see what they're
Yeah, that.
And then now assign those units that you didn't have. I think the Sultan actually gave you units. Assign them to the. Yeah, that's fine. And then just leave
Does that work?
No. Also, you see how in the south, you have like a little you can click. You see how you have 2 units like on that left
Yeah.
tangent? Yeah. So click one of them up.
Pronto all'azione.
You see I'm trying to
Yeah.
empty spot above.
This?
Avanzate. Pronto, signore.
So,
Same with this guy.
I would let it go. Also, you can that's kind of
Here? Should I move these troops here?
also use those guys.
I didn't click it yet. Okay. And then these troops
You want to
into here.
try to get out.
Avanzate!
Yeah.
Avanzate!
But that's like the
Pronto, signore! Avanti! Pronto, signore!
This guy.
so
Here.
Avanzate!
use the
Oh, this guy.
Mantenete le distanze! Sì, signore!
So because that other unit's already in here, you can use your units up there. Actually, bring that unit north. So
Forza, muovete!
This guy.
so
To
you
this.
could actually attack him.
Ritirata! Avanzate!
That unit.
Yes, and then that's all those units.
Okay.
Obviously, remember,
Yeah. Okay, it's asking me to modify my officer corps. Should I promote a commander?
that's because you just got enough political power.
Or should I use the political power for something else?
The first thing you're going to want to do is change
Yeah, I'm not ready for a war economy yet, but I'm getting close.
I hope you get that circlement down south. That'd be really good. So they'll be allowed
Attento.
to move again once they win that battle. So if your guy doesn't make it there quick enough before that battle ends, then they could actually move to the dial. But you should make it. I think you're gonna. That's where it's just like making sure it happens. And so, okay, once that happens, now you want to. It's actually fine how it is. But now you kind of want to use your units to try to destroy those encircled units. Destroying units is like a.
Li respingiamo, signore!
Now, but you just like remember, that could help them break out. So just be careful about doing that. But like, it's usually a good idea to destroy those units.
Huh?
Also, if you're attacking someone who's attacking you, they will do less damage to your troops because they're doing attack. So you see how like you're getting attacked on that right tile, but you're attacking into the tile that's attacking you.
We have them on the run now.
That's good. You see what I'm saying? Like if you have a bubble going in,
Yeah.
you have a bubble attacking.
Continuate
You're going to
l'attacco!
take less damage in that attack because they're being attacked. But also,
Avanzate!
like taking a losing fight isn't always the best. You could just defend.
Non fermatevi!
Why isn't he moving?
He doesn't want the battle. Like he can't move into a tile.
Sorry, I'm more mentally. He turned his attack.
Oh, because you remember when you killed someone?
Got you.
Because they were attacking.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Comandi!
So this guy I should send in here, yeah?
doesn't have any organization, he probably won't be able to do anything.
So just wait.
Also, that organization is going to go up slower because we're kind of lacking supplies. Just because it's really hard to supply the desert. It's just, there's not much you can do about it. You construct a supply by which, by the way, is of course why the war went way too badly for Italy.
Right.
So, but
Like historically.
Yeah, it's a game, so you can have it.
Okay, so I just took that region.
Yeah, so notice
Si,
you
signore.
destroy that unit. And they're going to automatically kind of try to redeploy in the right places.
Got it. Okay.
See how there's just like so much empty land now because you kind of attacked and destroyed.
Yeah.
Kind of put the offensive on because they're reeling from that. You can try to go around the left side. See that open spot on the left?
Pronto all'azione.
Oh, this guy?
Pronto
Yeah,
all'azione.
yeah. You could, and then maybe clean with the other.
Pronto all'azione.
What do you mean?
Yeah, so those guys
Oh, gotcha. Just like that.
I'll do that same thing where I'll try to wrap around. Yeah, okay, so you got solid progress. That was your... So once you're done with this focus, I would see what those Ethiopia
Ordini.
focuses look like. It could be good, I don't know. I don't remember. This is also Italy without the full focus tree, so I have no clue.
Is there more focus things?
Well, like the...
In like DLCs?
Yeah, like there's like content packs, and then there's country packs. So certain packs give you like new mechanics, and certain packs give you like new country flavor. So maybe Mussolini can do something cool in a new pack, a new country pack. But sometimes a content pack also usually come with country packs. It's usually like you get both with a content pack, but you don't get both with a country pack.
Oh, okay. Well,
And they're usually cheaper. Like the country packs are usually like, oh, here's a DLC for Argentina. Have fun. And that's kind of
I'm surprised I don't have it because I'm looking through them right now and I have like, it looks like I have almost every DLC.
Oh, maybe you do. You may. It's called by bullet alone. You need to pause. Because you just got to research. Pause. Pause.
There we go. I'm paused.
Okay, hopefully. Oh, and then yeah. So check your. No, remember, check your the right side of your tree because you just got that one of those. The Ethiopia post. Okay, so what does that go into? I can't think of it.
It says, war escalation decreases by 1, creates an intelligent agency, 1 plus operative slots, and then you recruit an operative. And the other one says,
You can't click down this right now because you didn't get struggle.
oh, gotcha.
Remember how I said people
Yeah,
sometimes use the focus?
Okay, I'm going to pick this one.
Yeah, click it. That's good. I'll have to explain. Apologies. And then you got your pop-up for attack. So notice that way before you continue. Do you see that green bar under the tech? That's how many days that you were under the tech. So like select technology research is a green bar under it.
Oh, yeah.
That's how many days that you were just like had running. Well, under the one that's not filled. That's how many days you had running without tech focus. And the second you click attack, those days will automatically go into that tech.
Okay.
but they max out at a certain spot. And it's 15.
Okay.
So click on that top one. There's like more research speed would be good. So yeah, it's always good. But check and see if you have any research. You might not be able to. That's not really. It's kind of one like going and showing you, but it's not like completely. That's all go for
I don't. Should I go? I don't want to go for experimental rockets.
No, I mean that'll take you 1,260 days because it's so ahead of time.
Okay, so radio.
Radios are things that like actually fit into tanks and planes and stuff. It's not actually like a boost to like research speed. Research speed's way better early on because remember it's like compounding. Getting research speed early on affects more research the earlier you get it. So research speed is really strong early game.
Where's the research speed?
I think it's the mechanical computing one. It's the one to the right of.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So those are really strong.
War economy.
Sure. It's gonna make you use more coal, just so you know, but it's good. More order player.
Yeah.
Let's see what we do next. Once those lines start connecting, that's where you're gonna get a ton of kills because you're gonna start getting bigger circles on large unit maps.
Oh wait, actually. Just looking at the decisions. Alright, so the troops are just continuing to range improvements.
Yeah, that's the new tech for your planes.
Got it.
I can show you how to add those, but it's a bit of a. For now, just push it back. So you could go to like. Just find something that's not super ahead of time, but will eventually like. Oh, cruise base. There's new trains that are definitely go to. Infantry maybe. Roll down all the way. And might go to support weapons. Maybe it's in support weapons. Click the artillery tab again. Fuck, am I stupid? It's definitely one of those four. Scroll down to the bottom of each one.
I'm at the bottom of each right now.
What is the second one?
Armor train or war austerity train?
So generally speaking, head attack isn't good unless you really want something. So for example, getting maybe like a tank that you can produce early could be important, but like getting an upgraded train isn't that great. The armor trains are good, what they are is they cost a little bit more, but they are way harder to buy. So producing them early and often is good.
Okay, I'll do that.
Once you get a base, you can just replace them. Remember when you purchase them, you click and buy, and you just click.
Yeah. Okay, sweet.
The more similar it is, the more they go.
Ordini!
So because you're already making trains, you're kind of like your factories already kind of know how to produce trains,
Pronto!
but they won't know how to produce armor trains. So
Pronto
they'll
all'azione!
lose some production efficiency.
Got it.
Avanzate! Ordini!
I think that's true. I could be lying about that. Now that I think about it. see if we can move your aircraft to. That might be the only airport. So they're kind of far away. You have to click the airport itself. That's when you try to get to.
No, I took this airport.
No, that's right.
That is? Oh shit.
You might just not be
Once I take this, I can.
yeah, I mean, you can go ahead and click like where you want the planes to go. They're just not going to
I'm gonna take the space and I'm gonna try to. Ooh, I'm losing on a lot of fronts.
yeah, you could call help. And just reserve
I feel good about all these soldiers kind of coming from the north, so it might not be now, but eventually. What part of the country are you in, man?
I'm in the South Carolina.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Nice. I'm in Austin, Texas. Yeah, I own a couple of restaurants here, so.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, dude. Dude, you're a literally a lifesaver. Are you just like a guardian angel that like scrolls Twitch and finds people that are playing these games and being like, let me save this guy's life?
When I'm bored, sometimes.
Like, how'd you even find my stream?
Well, because I was like, I didn't want to start another Hearts of Iron run because it was kind of late.
Yeah.
Usually, I mean, these can take days.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if I want to play anything. I was just looking around. I was like, oh, I've never seen the tutorial before. So I clicked in. I was like, oh my god, someone's playing the tutorial. I couldn't believe it. I've never seen the tutorial.
Well, dude, I'm glad you followed, man. I pretty much stream 7 days a week. Like I said, I own restaurants, so like my work life is. I own 3 restaurants, and I'm opening up 2 more this year. But my work life is a little hectic, but I always find time to stream. And on my days off, I stream like probably 14 or 16 hours. And again, I just started 2 weeks ago. My best friend and my brother were like, dude, you play video games so much. Like, what's the worst that happens? Like, buy a camera and, like, you know, get after it. So I'm going to give it a try.
Cool. I mean, actually, you play like a lot of random games that I also play. Like, I've played a lot of Kingdom Come. I play a lot of Bannerlord. I play a lot of Warband, actually. I don't play a lot of Bannerlord, but it's the same developers.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like, that's the one thing I see on the internet. Everyone's like, you got to play one game and play consistently. And it's like, that's not how I operate. Like, I'm not necessarily trying to be a big streamer. I'm trying to have fun playing video games. So
Yeah, but also, like, what happens to people is they play one game and then you switch off of that game and everybody's like, where's that game I wanted to play? Oh, I just kind of want to play what I want to play. So
totally. I saw like a couple streamers that were like, hey, I actually kind of like High Guard. But they're like, but my audience doesn't tune in for it, so I guess I'm just gonna go back to Arc Raiders. And it's like, well, I don't want to do that. Like, I might be playing this right now, but tomorrow I might be playing fucking Fallout 4. Like, I have my games, and I'm doing this for me, not for fucking streaming purposes. So, but I'm all in on the strategy games for the time being. Like, I'm having fun with them. I want to dive in and see all of it, so this is maybe my new lane. I've been playing Hell Let Loose a lot too,
oh boy.
which is like another level of insane. My brother got me into it, so
Well, there's a new tank out there that sucks. Like, a really big tank now, and that was a thing. Like, we were a big tank squad. Because you can 3 man tank squad with 2 other buddies. And we all get a tank with a totally just running up the work, so we've really stopped playing. But it's a fun game.
It's like-
hard to get back into it.
it's definitely a hard game to get into because it's like the best advice I got was like, you have to play this like you're the soldier.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like Battlefield or Call of Duty. Like, you have to like it might take you 10 minutes before you see anyone because you like have to be very careful.
We might have to defend the point. Sorry, like you don't get to attack. You might have
Yeah.
to defend something.
But when you get in a lobby where like your captain or your leader of your squad and the commander are talking a lot, like it's unparalleled fun.
Yeah.
Like getting commands from high command, like and being like, we're taking this, we're taking that. Let me give you these resources. Like, there's nothing like it.
I hate to say it, but like the more you learn about the game, the more it's like, oh, I don't love that. Like, you know, I play this game called Squad 44, which is the same thing but more autistic. Like it's like the
Like more strategy.
it's well, you're a real person. You're a person without for example, you know how tanks in Hell Let Loose have armor values. Or not armor values, they have like HP bars basically. In Squad 44, penetration is calculated. Like if your armor is slanted, if you're aiming from like a hill, if you're 300 meters away, if you're like all of those numbers go into calculating whether or not your shell is going to penetrate a tank, and then when it penetrates the tank, did you hit anything in the tank? Like maybe the round just passes straight through, doesn't hit a crew member, doesn't hit anyone.
Oh, so it's way more intense as far as like
it's crazy detail.
that might be too much for me.
Well, yeah, it's too much for most people. Like not a lot of people play Squad 44. I'm trying to get my friends to play it because it's like the tanks are so much more fun. But
Pronto,
the
signore.
infantry is like really tedious.
Comandi.
That's like really playing a lot. So you can't always get it. They're a little more versed.
Is it PC only?
Probably, I guess. Some people hate Squad, I think.
Preparatevi.
I don't think I am.
Squad is like, it's a lot like Hell Let Loose, but it's remote.
Okay.
You fight like Afghanistan or
Nice.
and, you know, you're like in an Abrams and
Comandi.
you got Squad support networks.
Formazione.
M16 it's the whole M16 it's
It's the whole shebang.
or even one as a terrorist. There's like IEDs, UKs, E9s, old Russian shit. It's cool. But, helicopters. There's some people that are insane flying those things.
Dude, even the people that I see in Battlefield that fly like the jets, like
Yeah.
the skill it takes to like do that really well is like so nuts, dude.
Yeah. Do you know anything about Arma? Have you heard of Arma?
I have it in my wish list on Steam. It seems like Hell Let Loose on another level. So I haven't got into it yet, but for me, like those kind of games are really only fun if I have people to play them with. It's really hard to go in like solo and be like, okay, wait, what are doctrines?
Oh god. Shit. So, doctrines are basically things that level up over time as you use them. So think of like your infantry is either attack or is attacking. Your infantry will start to level up.
So Great War Infantry is something I should pick.
No.
Oh, okay.
So these are all options. They have
Yeah. Yeah. Got it.
So, yeah, you're tanking one.
Okay.
You've only started with slightly. So,
Yeah.
you don't want to. Large scale.
Anytime that you think you have this game figured out, it just like there's a whole new mechanic that just drops in your fucking lap, man.
Yeah, but like for example, global warfare. Germany, tanks.
Yeah. And then like the US would use like superior firepower.
Yeah, most people use superior firepower. That is like the thing with superior firepower is or sorry, line artillery. Nobody actually puts artillery in the line. You know how you put the artillery is the half. Nobody does that. Per statistic.
Got it.
Clock we're putting it out, I guess is the best way to put it.
Okay.
And then operations are more like an overall thing. So infantry, artillery, combat sport, armor, operations.
Got it. Well, I don't have enough, so
No,
I'll just
you don't have to worry about that anyway.
I'll just chill on it.
Yeah. That's something you're gonna want to like. It's until you run into it, you won't know what you're using these points for. But like when you design a tank,
Sure.
yeah, good free trade. I like free trade.
yeah, I'm about to move to it.
And that being said, that might resources probably changed your resource. Another important thing to think about is probably want to. Holy shit! Why am I using so much fucking steel? It's crazy. Or whatever. One thing to think about is you probably want to trade with people that you're not going to fight because you're literally giving them construction capacity. So
Right.
If you can trade with Germany, probably trade with Germany.
Got it.
So eventually you have to fight the United States.
Because inevitably in the war, I'm gonna end up going against the US.
You're basically building them capitals by trading.
Got it. Okay. Heard.
And that's not the biggest thing. It's just kind of like it's easy to make good decisions and that kind of thing if available. If not, that's good. This kind of is useful. So it's concentrated industry, sports concentrated industry is like a flat logs to producing things. Distributing things are more like, let's say you research it, it's up to speed. If you think about it, every time you research a gun, you need to change the line. So
Yeah.
dispersed is pretty good. Maybe if you're a country that's just building this thing forever because you don't have a lot of construction capacity, you're just doing one thing, maybe concentrated is better. But I think dispersed is most people think it's better.
Heard.
People have done like Excel sheets where they find out
Oh.
optimal.
I'm sure the autism in this game is on another fucking level, dude.
Dude, the competitive multiplayer scene is crazy.
I don't even want to like look at it because I know it's gonna stress me the fuck out, dude.
Insane.
Just like all the fuck shit that they're all probably doing to each other is so crazy.
And they have to ban everything. They're like, this is OP. We have to ban it.
Ordini.
So crazy.
So just pause and dice, figure out what happened. So now you have all these units just kind of chilling around. You can kind of decide what you want to do.
Some of them need a garrison here, I'm guessing. Yeah.
They could, yeah, absolutely. There's fallback lines that you can use instead of sitting on a border. The reason why you don't want to sit on a border is because the other countries can literally see your units sitting on the border, and then they can like be like, oh, there's like 20 tanks outside of my country. I need to put units on the border. So you might want to use something called a fallback line, which is the right of those border to the so these are fallback lines that you kind of want to put them in places where you have supplies, so maybe like big cities that you can kind of draw.
Should I just draw it across the capital, like here?
You could. That being said, a lot of these guys just for I can also teach you.
So I'm gonna take that one formation and make the fallback line, and then maybe should I move a second location to the front here against the UK, since I know we're gonna go to war with them.
I don't position these until like 6 months before.
Got it. So should I ship all these guys back to Italy?
You have no supply over here. You're just kind of like attrition.
Just put them in Rome.
So maybe like a fallback line across, like down.
Got it. Okay.
Pronto, signore. Comandi. Ordini. Pronto all'azione.
Wait, hold on one sec. Something about these troops is not selecting all of them.
Pronto, signore.
Like it's not letting me do issues for all of them, so...
Comandi.
Why don't you just click the general? Click a general and it'll select.
Comandi.
Heard.
And then you can left click to
Sì, signore.
Got it. So draw a fallback line down the boot, basically.
Sure. Doesn't really matter. That'll probably be too far. But
Well,
oh, they're all gonna sit up there.
yeah.
Sure. Yeah, you see how it gets yellow? It's because there's literally not enough units to man that up front. Not that it matters, but just
So then I'll take
Pronto all'azione.
these units and move them up manually.
I mean, I would do them by army. Just keep armies in the same spot.
Well, half of this army is staying here, so should I just leave this whole army here then to run this?
Or you could assign them to a new army. Like you could assign the ones who
Pronto,
stay.
signore.
Yeah, take those guys and assign them to a new. Click a plus button. There you go. Now you can take all the other guys and put them somewhere else.
Pronto.
Or you can just select the whole general.
I'm gonna move them to this army too.
Oh,
Formazione.
that actually. Oh, you're not paused.
There we go.
Formazione.
So this general, I need to pick a commander.
Yeah. And honestly, you don't even have to pick a commander until right before war. But you could. There's nothing wrong with it.
Alright, so then I'm gonna have them take the bottom part of this map.
Are those the guys that wanted to stay or the guys that wanted to move?
The guys that wanted to move. The guys I wanted to stay are these guys.
All'azione.
Okay, yeah, I mean, probably
Pronto, signore.
tell them all to do that long order because some of them are going to just sit up in this mountain.
Attento.
So delete them.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, sometimes they'll try to like.
Attento.
Oh, got it. Let me redraw the
Sì,
line.
signore.
Wait, no. I don't want us to be that big. What are you doing?
Pronto, signore. Attento.
You might have to. So you have to have something. Remember how we talked about these
Yeah.
Ordini.
Anything that can be changed to something that should be. To do that, the easiest, you see at the top, there's an amount of each unit in the whole army.
Yep.
Anything that is weird, click. So I think the second one is, well, no, the second. So the problem with Italy is they get spawned in units. There's some units that you can't delete, and that's really annoying. Or you can't change.
Pronto, signore.
So I think the second ones are ones you can
Ordini.
change. But I would change anything that's like a horse. I would change anything that's like looks like a guy with a turban.
Okay, how do I change it?
So click the two or click the click those.
Yeah.
You can't, I don't think you can change those. Those are the only ones you can change. Try the horse,
Pronto.
just to show you. The horse.
Ordini.
No, the horse. Click the horse and just like keep it on the horse.
Huh.
Oh, I was watching this one. That's why. It's like the horse.
They're like right next to each other.
Ordini.
You see those two arrows that go left and right? Next to the delete button on the left side?
Yeah. This right here.
Just so you understand what it's doing. You notice how it's like, hey, you don't have to have enough guns. That's okay. It's just telling you you're eventually going to need this supply. If they were going to go through combat, they'll go through combat. You got time to go over the top and they'll eventually just fight them out. So you're perfect.
Okay.
And they're infantry.
Sick.
You should do that to all the ones that are weird.
Pronto,
You are
signore.
allowed to change.
Like
Some
this?
will not be allowed to change. See how it's grayed out? You probably can't.
Attento. Pronto all'azione. Attento.
That's why, like, Italy is a good beginner nation because of its position, but there's so many annoying things about Italy
Pronto, signore.
that make it really hard for you to follow.
Pronto all'azione.
Grasp and just like have a
Pronto all'azione.
One thing that you just need to be aware of that doesn't make any sense. Italy has a scripted civil war. If any of your core territory is taken by any country, even if you push them back out, Italy will trigger a civil war.
Got it. Okay.
And you'll have to like fight against yourself, and then
That just happened in my Mexico playthrough.
well, that probably happened.
Well, no, there was a scripted one in the agency created.
Oh, well,
Should I pick my new project first? Or my new focus?
yeah, I guess. That political power is pretty good. That's a good focus. Even though it's not like an industry focus, that's pretty good.
Okay, tank.
Okay, so do you see the horse? Why? This is like a full. If all those pluses were filled in with horses,
Yeah,
pretty much the same. It doesn't matter, but you'd be spending more
got
to
it.
do that. So this is fine.
Okay.
And then just make sure to go to your flag. And then occupy territories. So you see territory name left to horses.
Yeah.
Go back to the unit screen. We're going to want to make sure that there's some first suffering. So we're going to try to block. That doesn't work. You see no.
Oh.
You see the yellow button?
Yeah. Okay.
You might at some point want to change that. Like just for okay. I should probably do that. It's fine.
Yeah, dude, go to bed, man. I'll be on tomorrow playing the same game, so.
Alright, good luck.
Hey, dude, you saved my life. When you get on tomorrow night, you're going to be like, what the fuck did you do to our country? I should be on around 4 or 5 p.m. Central Time tomorrow, so.
Okay.
All right, buddy.